34, Big Boss season 19. Guys, give me a minute. Let me check the audio. If the audio is fine, because I'm having issues with the audio. If that is fine, let's go and roll. Okay. Issues with the audio, or the audio is fine, I think. I just will check in certain time, because normally whenever I put it here, there are most of the time so many issues which I'm always worried about. So yeah, let's start the review, and that's the review that we want to talk about. Today episode was fun. I think we all love elections. Today it was something like an election contender kind of a voting. I think the best use of assembly was made today, because people had opinions, people did what they did. But more than opinions, I love the strategy behind the decision. I love the fact that how Gaurav tried to convince people, how people got convinced, then they got unconvinced, then they put their strategy. Amaal did his bit, Basir did his bit, Zishan Bhai did his bit as well, and how uh, Gaurav, which who could have won this task easily, lost the task to Farhana. Yeah, so Gaurav is not the captain. You people who have not watched, I just want to tell them Gaurav is not the captain. Farhana has become the captain in the house. Okay, so let me start the review, guys. Let me not hold it for much later. So I think the episode started with Aways talking to Amaal and saying things to him that, normally Basir says lot many things, and basis that you get into the flow and you also say many things which will be very damaging. But more than that, I think Amal said sorry to Aves was because, see, whatever happens, how many fights we have with our enemies, but we don't want their families to have issues, their girlfriends to have issues. Basis that, if I'm a man enough to have a fight with you directly, that is where it is a battle amongst the righteous people, I think. But normally you would never want to say something that will damage. It is Nagma's choice. She wants to get married to him, she will face trouble or she will find love with him. That is her choice. But because he said something, and because of that this relationship can break, he wouldn't want to do that. So I think basis that, Amal did say sorry, and from there we moved on. Now, after that, we had Mr. Bajaj trying to remove a bed sheet of Farhana and trying to put it on the floor, and then stating that she is a gandhi girl, or she is someone who is unhygienic, who doesn't do her work, and he has been telling her to do it from long time, but she's not doing it. She just let it be as it is. And with all this, he's saying that she's very unhygienic, and to that fact, Praneeth, normally Praneeth doesn't do much, so Praneeth does some things right. So this is the few things that he does right. He told, why are you doing that? Captaincy is getting over. Why are you trying to do all of this? He says that, bro, she's unhygienic, you don't tell me anything. That's when Praneeth says that, bro, you don't say this, because you are very unhygienic as well, because you left your plate, I went and kept it and washed it. So he's saying, bro, do not talk about that and all this and that and all that. Bajaj, you are one. See na, how is Bajaj? Bajaj's friends tell truth, and when they talk truth, Bajaj doesn't like it. Bajaj will take stand on so many matters, but he's the one who is also the criminal of that. Because now, when we are talking about Bajaj, because I don't want to talk about Bajaj more often, I'll just talk about the other thing what I saw, that he made a fuss about a girl using his towel. Yes, it is an hygiene issue. I understand, but I think somewhere Farhana used it by mistakenly, or Tanya gave her, and basis that she mistakenly used his towel. She didn't intend to use Bajaj's towel, and when she also calls him unhygienic, I don't think she has any intention to irritate Bajaj that way. But see, Bajaj's personality, she's saying that now this towel will go in dustbin. Why will that happen? Is Bajaj so rich that he can afford to do all of this? I don't know. I really don't know. If that she's used a towel, okay, wash it and reuse it. Yeah, I think there are bigger players, superstars who have come in this show and never behaved like this. And I don't know what is Bajaj thinking of himself. And to a fact, apart from that, one more stupidity he did. Then during Farhana, when she was giving job to people, everybody has to do some work in when under the captaincy. So he's saying that Basir has never done Bartan, give Bartan to Basir. And Basir was very smart enough to say that I have not done, have you done it? And this fellow had no idea or didn't have any strategy to have a reply to that. Why would you take someone's name when you have not done it yourself? I would not say, Hurry, this guy is a robber, but when I have robbed it last week, I would never say that, right? If I'm the criminal of the same offense, why would I take someone else's name? But Bajaj is the man with the least amount of brains working currently at zero capacity. His brain is in the in that zone, battery mode, low battery mode. He doesn't know to apply it wherever it is required. But he wants to give opinion, he wants to give stand, he wants to clap. Ki Gaurav took his stand well, this and that. But I didn't see any of them planned in a way that Gaurav could win. Because if it mattered for Gaurav a lot. But if these friends of Gaurav wanted this one to win, they could have convinced Neelam, they could have convinced Tanya, they could have convinced anybody like Shehbaz also, but they did not able to convince one person. They didn't even able to convince Neil, and that is why Gaurav lost eventually, because Gaurav did try to convince a lot many people. Anyways, towel छोड़ देते आगे बढ़ते. Let's go to Nehal. Now, between all this towel fight and everything, Nehal's target is Tanya, because she used to do that with Bajaj before. Now she's doing that with Tanya. The problem of her doing anything with Tanya is this, that Tanya is a contestant. Guys, I'll just check the audio as well. Audio is fine. Tanya is a contestant where Big Boss has invested on, and Neil is a contestant where Big Boss is investing. Now, what has happened is that Big Boss tried to help Neil to grow in the game. Now, Big Boss, after doing that, Neil is targeting the person who Big Boss has already invested in, and that is where Neil will fall on her face, will face a lot of clash. Maybe not this week, but next week it will be that she might target Tanya so much that she will come in the red light, come in the red zone, and Big Boss will get her eliminated. So Praneeth this week, according to me, and next week it could be Neil. But if people are saying, because I've been hearing a lot of people are putting on my comments that Praneeth is not going to go out of this show, I'm telling you, most likely Praneeth will go out of the show. If Praneeth doesn't go out of this show, I will tell you why, what, and how. I'll give you reasons, I'll give you proof, and I'll give you everything like that, guys. So don't worry. I'll give you with proof. Don't worry. I will. So let's come back to Neil's target being Tanya, and she's bitching about Tanya for every reason. घर में बारिश हुआ, it is Tanya. Something is happening wrong, it is Tanya. Something is happening here, it is Tanya. When Neelam did something wrong, she went and she sat with Konika ji, she told her it is all Tanya. So she's trying to target Tanya, but eventually what will happen? Tanya will outshine Neil for sure. Tanya is having a lot many content. Currently, she is doing 20 minutes where people are doing 2 minutes. And to a fact, when Neil is thinking that she can take down Tanya, that's not going to happen. But this rivalry can go a long way to an extent. If they think it can go a long way, they will. Now, actually, Big Boss guys wanted Neil to play this side. I'll tell you why. Because the other side is very strong. Now, if Tanya is on this side, and there's Amaal, there's Zishan, there is Neelam, there is Shehbaz, and Basir, this side looks very strong. And even Farhana. Compared to this side, there is Aves, okay, Ashnur, no game, Bajaj, Manbuddhi, Gaurav trying to get into the game, Nidul not able to understand the game. So this side it is weak. So Big Boss actually wanted Neil to play here till the time when she picks up, she's gonna make sure the other people also pick up. And if they don't pick up, you know what will happen. If they get picked up, there will be clash between two gangs. This gang is not supposed to break, then I think they will try to make other people, but the other soldiers who are weak, they're trying to give them with supplements, they're trying to give them with all the firepower to fight against this group. And that's when the show will pick up to next level. Currently it is picked up, but it will move to next level. But I think if Nail tries to target Tanya too much, Nail can fall flat on her face, because this is something that shouldn't do, because she's trying to attack that person where Big Boss is invested on the shares. Yeah, but that company that is bought by Big Boss, Nail is targeting that only company. This is what I feel about. Yeah, this is what I feel about Big Boss and their game, and Nail's targeting Tanya. Now let's come for captaincy. So today was the captaincy task. People had to vote and choose their captain. They had to elect their captain. This is the best use of assembly room, I think, because that's when it was more fun, because that's when number game came into play. But before the number game could come into play, I think Farhan never went to speak to a lot many people, but Gaurav did went and speak to a lot many people to get their votes on his side. He tried his best. We should give him the due credit where it matters. So I just want to say that Gaurav did everything that he could, but Gaurav also went and took opinion from people which didn't matter. Gaurav did go and commit so many things. So I have an opinion here. Gaurav going to people, no wrong. Gaurav trying an attempt to become a captain, great. But can anybody guess why Gaurav wants to become a captain? Gaurav wants to become a captain Because I think these are few of the things that I think. Because he doesn't want to do his daily course of work. Because Gaurav is the same person. For an half adrak, he went to Basir and he got Basir to do that adrak ka kaam for him because he had dressed up, he had warmed up, or he had his shower or something like that. He went to Basir. I think one is that reason. One is he's trying to show to Salman Bhai that bro, last week, like Salman Bhai, last week you used to surround me, and this week I improved and I become a captain. Third thing, he wants to become captain by just people's vote. Has Gaurav done something for people, or has Gaurav done something in this show? Today is the 34th episode, and it is the fourth or the fifth day for Gaurav. And with this, I just want to tell that when it is Gaurav's fifth day, how can he expect that he has to become a captain? And he's making transactions, he's making dealings. Then he sits with Mridul and he confirms with him, Arey yaar, these guys are, I don't know, these guys will give me vote or no. They are asking that I have to save Neelam. And Mridul gives him the first opinion, Pro Sham, Dam, Dand, Bed, whatever is required, do it. Now sees Gaurav's strategy. He first spoke to Amaal, he almost convinced him. He spoke to Zishan Bhai. Zishan Bhai was not convinced. But because Amaal was convinced, Amaal convinced Zishan Bhai. But because Basir came and sat for a discussion, and that's when it happened, because these guys don't go and tell each other. Basir came for the discussion, Basir spoke, and when Basir spoke, Basir convinced both of them that if we are doing, we should do what is important to us. Farhana is our friend, we should support her. Farhana has not become a captain, and what has Gaurav done to us? Which I think is very logical reasoning and everything. I think Basir could change the dynamics of the game, he did. Okay. Otherwise, I think Zishan Bhai and all would have voted. And Basir also mentioned this point clearly that guys, last week for Bajaj's captaincy, you guys raised a hand. It was stupidity of you guys, but I don't want that to be repeated. Let's do what is fair according to us, or let's do what is fair according to our friendship. I think that was not wrong at all. Zishan Bhai tried to predict Neil game. He was also right, but because Neil has nominated Farhana, so she's most likely to vote Farhana because she wants to keep few people here also happy, few people there also happy, or at least she wants to keep the captain happy because she knew the number game at this side. If she would have gone that side, the number game would have been different. But if Neil has made her the first contender, how can she play against her? It will make her look stupid. Okay. Now Gaurav, between all this, after trying to convince and figuring out, after listening to Mridul, he goes to these guys and he says to Zishan Bhai and all that I will do what you want, but I need 3 votes. Now Gaurav is that person who's first though he didn't want it to do, so he should have not done. Then he's agreeing to on their terms, but he's putting his term. So I just want to say that there is the saying that if I am the guy who's dying out of thirst and I see a well with water, the first thing I will do is I will try to remove water and have it. I will not challenge the water. Water, if you are clean and nice, you directly get poured into my mouth. Will I challenge the water? So when it was needed, he should have tried his best ways rather than challenging that. Oh, if I do that for Neelam, I need 3 people's vote towards me. Wow, wow. So I think that is where Gaurav overdid it, or overplayed, or oversmart thing he tried to do, and that is when it backfired for him. I think. So I think that is where I think he fell flat. Now, during the task, let's come to the task. Captaincy ka khel, the black, what is the thing I've mentioned? The headline. The black garland, and the black garland got delivered to the people between Gaurav and Farhana. So people who voted, who were in favor of Farhana would put black garlands to the other team, and people who are in favor for Gaurav will put black garlands to Farhana. So let's see who all supported Gaurav. Konika ji supported Gaurav, Ashnu supported Gaurav, Abhishek supported Gaurav, Praneeth, Avez, and Mridul. I think 6 people supported Gaurav. And who supported Farhana? It is Tanya, Neelam, Shehbaz, Amaal, Zishan, Basir, and Nihal. So because of 7 to 6 votes, you know what happened, and you know what happened after that. But let's see what people' opinion were. Konika doesn't like Farhana. She directly said that I don't like her and she doesn't deserve to be a captain. Basir went and he said that Basir said that I don't have a problem with Gaurav. Gaurav might be a better captain also, but I would rather want to support my friend. She's not got a chance. I would want to support her. Okay, Ashnur went and did. Ashnur think this is the place where you have to give speeches, and when you give speeches, you will be seen, and when you will be seen, you will be telecast. So she started. She's come with the mind. She's prepared. Huh? She's come with rhyming of gun and care and all that. Bakwas. I think that was a bakwas thing she did. Rather than giving great opinions, she's trying to do rhyming and trying to look good on the television. Stupid of her. Neil said Gaurav deserves to be a captain, but she wants to support her friend. Great. Baja says she's a peace activist, but she doesn't get peace in the house. She doesn't deserve to be a captain. She's a gun. She will get a lot of chaos, Kalesh in the house, and that is why she shouldn't be a captain. But I think Bajaj was also similar like that. He also got people's help, is why he became a captain. And I think everybody should get a chance to become a captain because we will get to see different perspective each week, and new different situations will get picked up, and how people act or react onto the given situation. That's where it is fun to watch. Zishan Bhai was smart enough. He directly mentioned we are going to support people who are going to save Neelam. We want Neelam to be saved. GK, we let you go, but I think we wanted to do what we wanted to do, and he did what he did. I think somewhere Zishan was trying to be sweet and nice, and that is why he did what he did. Always is saying that Farhana is not ready, and she will do a lot of fight. So I don't think she deserves to be a captain. Shehbaz said that I think Kalesh is something that I like, and Kalesh is something that Farhana can give. She deserves to be a captain. Uh, हाँ, Kalesh Maya, this thing, and I think Praneeth. Praneeth said this. Praneeth, I think, rather than giving opinion, he tried to fool around. He said that it is GK ki galti that he has got Farhana back in the house, and now because of that, she is in this situation where she is standing to be a contender. But I think she is gonna get a lot of fights in the house. That's why Praneeth didn't wanted to give her captaincy. But the people don't want to vote Farhana because she's gonna fight rather than see her caliber. She when she went out, she came here, she was horrible, but she is improved. So you can expect her to be a great captain as well. If Bajaj can become a steward and can behave as a captain, I think Farhana can do what she can do here. Tanya was the decider. She did the tiebreaker. She chose Farhana over Gaurav, though she wanted to choose Gaurav. But then we came to know that Amaal had given her bad word also. Amaal had given her warning also. Amaal told her also, ki if you vote that side, please do not talk to me. So Tanya did in friendship. Tanya did in whatever she feels for Amaal. I don't know. But she did what she did. And I want to tell you, now between all this, what is the matter of the content is GK spoke. Today, according to me, today is GK's fifth day or fourth day, and GK spoke. Now I'm telling you what GK spoke. GK spoke, or his POV was people are hypocrite. People are doing voting basis dosti. They don't have good reasons to give. And doing all this, he was in composed manner, and then he got angry, and he's saying people are telling me about back foot, you guys are in back foot, I'm in front foot, and this and that and all of that. He spoke a lot many things. He got angry, his temper we could see on his face had turned red, and he think that was the right place where he had to speak, and he spoke. Now I think he spoke because he wanted to show Salman Bhai that he can speak. He wanted to show people that he tried his best, and Gaurav expecting people to vote for him. I just want to understand what has Gaurav done in this show. He's got up on the 34th day and he's expecting people to become a captain. And he's become a contender of the captain basis what? Basis Konika ji always taking pictures of others, so he got his chance. Konika ji taking pictures of others, he got a chance. Neil choosing him, that's why he got a chance. And after that, now also he wants to be chosen to become a captain. So he's not done great efforts to become a captain. If he has done, I would have agreed that yeah, he deserves to be one. Gaurav might be a wonderful captain. Might be a wonderful captain. He might do a great captaincy as well. But today it was about numbers, and numbers game for that side. And Gaurav, if he wanted, he should have told his friends to convince other people. One vote to you could have convinced here and there, right? Neil could have been convinced, or Tanya could have been convinced, or Neelam could have been convinced, or tried your best effort to convince Zishan or Amal. Yeah, till the last moment, if they Gaurav would have had that conversation, Gaurav would have won straight. But anyways, Gaurav saying that people are not able to give good reasons. I think people spoke honestly. Your friends were fooling around to give reasons, and they gave very valid reasons. Amal gave a very valid reason that Gaurav is deserving captain, but I think Farhana deserves as well. Everybody is here to come to become a captain. Farhana has not become a captain. She deserves to be a captain. Everybody, I think this side people gave reasons. Your side people are fooling. saying that they didn't even have points to put against Farhana as well. And Gaurav, people don't have points against you, so why are they gonna say things bad about you? And then you are being saying that you are a hypocrite, back foot. Arey, these are the guys who told you you are back foot. Gaurav, you're telling them you were not agreeing that you were back foot. Basito told you on your face. Shebaz, I mean, not Shebaz. Amal also told you on your face. When these guys told you that you were playing on back foot, you didn't agree. Then Salman Bhai sunnaud you agreed. And after that you agreed, now you're telling, people are telling me they are in the back foot, I'm in my front foot. Arey bro, first you don't agree, then you agreed. Now you're talking because you want to give your monologue to be seen in the episode. You did what you did because tomorrow is Salman's by Weekend Ka War, and because Salman's by Weekend Ka War is gonna be a little difficult for you, is why you thought it is needed to do what is required, and you did what was required. I think GK expecting so much from people, I don't see, and then get angry. And then Basir comes to you with a clear word that this is what you are, this is something that we like, this is how you have grown to become. Nice, it is nice about you. And then you're telling, Arey bro, I needed a start, you should have given me a start, I might be a better captain, we should think about the house. Arey bro, if you had to think about the house, you did not do work. That day you had to be chopped few adrak, but you went to Basir and said that I have had my bath and this and that. You please Basir do it. One, you can cook, but you're not doing cooking. You can do lot many work, but you're not taking so many work. You're doing chopping or side hustles, and then you're doing sitting in the house when you could have done so many things in the game. You didn't do it, and now you're saying that I've got a start. Are they stupid to give you a start? Are they stupid to give you captaincy? Then you are going to take decision basis that captaincy. You're going to support your own friends. And are they stupid? All of that? No. And then you're saying they are supporting Farhana basis friendship. What are your friends doing? They're also not doing the same thing. They are also doing the same thing. Now let's come back to Amaal. Amaal said that because I think Gaurav said that he could have been seen in a better light. Amal rightly said that you don't have to become a captain to be seen in a better light or to be seen in the show, because there are so many people who are not a captain, but they are to be seen in the show. Zishan has not become a captain, he's seen. Sheba has not become a captain, he's seen. So Gaurav expecting that he should have become a captain was too much to ask for, first of all. Then he went to Zishan Bhai and he saying that I'm ready to do what you required basis is Sham Dan Bed. Sham Dan Nand Bed. Basis that strategy, he went and he agreed, but he's saying that I want 3 votes. Wow. It is like going to the well and asking the well that if you're a good water, you have to get poured to my mouth. Wow. You wanted water, you go, you do the deal if you want to. But you did what you did and you got what you got. Okay. And then after that, Gaurav is bitching. Now Gaurav started, because now Gaurav has to come in forefront. He started bitching about Amal. Amal will do what his friends want. Amal will do what his mind feels. Amal will do. He did his mind. It's not that Amal gets convinced every time. And then he's saying that Amal is a person, sorry man. He goes and says sorry. Or at least he has the courtesy to say sorry. There are so many people who do so many stupidity, can't even say sorry. And I think Aves said that we have to make sure that Tanya stays low key. Aves, I just want to tell you that it takes you like your entire reel put together. How much? I don't know. You might have done 1,000 reels, and I consider it as for minutes, 1,000 minutes. Tanya has done 1,000 minutes in this show in 34 days that you could do in this show, bro. You are to be seen in 22 minutes in the episode. Tanya has seen 20 minutes in the episode, and you're saying that you're gonna make sure that she stays low key, and Neil feels that she's gonna target Tanya. I don't think Tanya is that easy that will fall under this thing. Anyways, Tanya will get exposed eventually. Big Boss will not leave anybody so easily. Tanya will get exposed, but they are gonna keep Tanya for longer because they are thinking Tanya can go longer. As Shehbaz also improved, Shehbaz also doing so many things. Shehbaz has great point of view, great comedy, great everything. I think Shehbaz should have been in the show from the first day. Coming 3 weeks late is bad for Shehbaz, but I think Shehbaz is gonna be in the top 5. He's making his place. Bro, this guy is good. Neil, let's come back to Neil. Neil had 3 boys coming to her. Basir, uh, Amal and Zishan Bhai, they spoke. Before that, she was telling Farhana, she was trying to convince Farhana to come on that side. Farhana clearly said that she's not gonna come on that side. Farhana is saying that which side are you? You let me know. So Neil is saying that I'm mostly that side, but I'm gonna play this side. I'm gonna take decision basis my opinion and all of that. And Neil thinks that she's super confident, she's gonna nail it, and she's thinking that she's gonna target Tanya, but it is gonna backfire to a fact that Amal also came and spoke to her very clearly. He said that if you had done this, you could have told us in person. Why did you have to tell everybody first? And then why did you do it? She's saying that I, out of empathy or out of emotional quotient, she did that for Aves. I'm telling you, till date, I never felt empathy for Aves. Yeah, what are you saying? And if I have not felt empathy for Aves, Neil is feeling empathy for Aves. Great. I just want to tell one thing very clearly, guys. There are times when we fight with people, we see the other side, we feel sorry for them, but that doesn't mean that if we feel sorry for them, we are gonna screw our friendship, screw our people, and then gonna change our sides. Do we do that? No, not at all. And that is something that is not expected from us. So I think Neil, her strategy or opinion or her point of view is stupid. You don't change sides because you feel empathy for the other side. Yeah, you don't do that. You are chosen to go on that other side, you go. You are such a person who are feeling empathy on the other side, but that other people don't even consider you as friends. When the number game will be on that side and you are not to be saved, you will not be saved. Trust me. And that thing Neil will realize. And anyways, Neil is, according to me, not a great player. She can speak her mind. She is like Kashish last season, but it doesn't mean that person who can speak her mind is a great player. There are people who can speak their mind but are absolutely not a great player. So I think Neil is not a great player. Amal today sang that song, तेरे लिए हम है जिए होठों सी लिए तेरे लिए. I agree. मतलब I can't sing as good as him, obviously, and that's the reality. If I could, I would have been a singer. But Amal, yaar, his radio wala piece is so nice. It is so touching. And then these guys smooth at screens. Like they show Farhana, they show people conversation. That song sits so well basis the shots that are shown to us. Great. Amal today was on fire. He fired Tanya. He fired everybody. He was like full bindas. He's out everybody. He out Tanya. He spoke about Aves. He said that Amal's empathy face you want to see now. I will show you the empathy side. Don't let me speak. If I get into that zone, you will not like it. And then Neil is saying, "Oh, these guys are blah 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 blah." Neil. Then now Neil is like, she had obviously decided her side. She's obviously decided her side, and basis that, I think what has happened. So I think that's the review, guys. Tanya has felt sorry. Tanya is feeling sorry, but I think it is what it is. Tanya is getting emotional. I think Tanya started liking Amal, and I don't know how much of it is true, but Amal is Sak Londa. Yeah, today he was very Sak Londa. He had become Pushpa, but I think Amal should stop saying sorry more often. But I think I choose this group over the other group. My choice is made, guys. You can make your choice. If you don't like me, you cannot watch my review. If you like my reviews, please do your best. Please do your support, and please like, share, love, and subscribe. If you don't agree with me, you can hit a dislike button. You can unsubscribe me as well. You and my opinions can be very different, but I think I've chosen my side. You guys might have chosen your as well. And if you agree to my side, support and share. And I'm just saying, there will be people who will improve. There would be people who will get bad, will play dirty game. Let us choose them basis what happens. But basis now, I've chosen my side because I like certain people. But I'm not saying that Gaurav is absolutely bad. I'm not saying this and that. I can at least bet on Gaurav that side. Maybe, but rest I don't think. Yeah, even Mridul is not great at all, because Mridul's game is what, no game at all. He couldn't even understand the task. Mridul is like that bullakkad in the team that eventually will put you in trouble. I think that's about Mridul as well. I think we spoke about everybody. We spoke about Gaurav as well. Gaurav has a lot to do. I think it is good for him to not become captain today. He can become captain later, and there's more things to do in the show. He wants to be seen. He should have his opinions up front and straight, rather than bitching and biting or saying things about people. And talking about Amal, a sorry man. Amal might be a sorry man, but at least he has the courage to say sorry. He said sorry to Aves today because of Nagma, because he doesn't, he whatever the fight would be, he wouldn't want Nagma to break up this relationship with Aves basis is POVs. But he said if he has to open his mouth, Aves will land in trouble. So he's done what he's done. He's said what he said. And that's, I think Amal was fired today. Basi's point of view was fire. Gaurav was also fired with this monologue. But I think it is too late for him to do now. But anyways, there is time. There is more 60, 70 days for him. If he can improve the next 70 days, he can change over to being the top two, top three, or the winner as well. Let's see. But I'm not in the favor of Gaurav, because I think somewhere he was begging to be a captain rather than commanding or demanding to be a captain. And let's see what Farhana does. Anyways, it's weekend ka war. Let's see. Let's hope Salman Bhai is there and Salman Bhai nails it this time. And that's the review, guys. Have a wonderful day today. Good night to people who are watching it tonight, and good morning and good evening to people who watch it tomorrow, day after tomorrow. That's the review, guys. Please keep supporting. I do this English review only for people who doesn't understand in don't understand Hindi words in detail, but do watch Big Boss or like Big Boss or understand Hindi but not clearly. Even I'm trying to say it in English. Maybe my English would not be as great as people that speak, but I think it is what it is. Yeah, I'm just trying to do the review in the best possible way. That's the review for today, guys. Bye. See you. See you tomorrow.